Okay, I actually have some coffee brewing, so I'm not going to start just yet. But there will be a timestamp for when the cards start. Welcome to Energy, where we integrate our inner beings for education, entertainment, and most of all, wholeness. If you find you like what I do, be sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell notification before you exit the live. All praise to the Most High. Trust your intuition over mine. Get your coffee, get your tea, get your cocktail, get your water, get your blunt, whatever it is you're starting your day off with. Your green juice, your smoothie. My coffee, I hear it coming out now. So once I get this first sip of coffee, we'll get started. Oh, the energy feels clearer today than it has in a while. For me, the energetic exchange started yesterday. I could tell it was a turnover. But today, and you know what? It just snowed here. I hate the snow. So this is like organic as fuck, because I don't like I was just singing life's praises or the universe's praises that pretty much is almost the end of February. So March is right around the corner and we don't need more snow. We're good. March, April, we're good. Spring is right around the corner. We'll need more snow. And then it snowed. Not too much to keep me in the house, although I probably won't go anywhere if I don't have to. But it was enough to fuck up my mood, and it didn't, so I know that's a big thing. All right, I'm going to go get my coffee, and when I get back, take a sip, and we'll get started. Okay, so let's get started. We're going to do some 7-card spreads. We did that before, and I kind of like those, so let's do that again. All praise to the Most High. Eight of Pentacles, Knight of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles in reverse, Six of Pentacles, just to check. Okay, it's not. I know the cards are coming out of different places of the deck, but it's a lot of Pentacles on the table. Ace of Wands. Okay, Three of Swords. One more. Six of Wands. Okay, so I feel like you could be a Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, a Taurus, a Virgo. But I definitely feel like you went through some kind of emotional issue, and I feel as if it was like intentional. Okay, with the Three of Swords, it's generally probably somebody that you know. It could be projection, or maybe people are angry with you, or you have a lot of emotional feelings on the subject of somebody. But it's likely like a friend, a lover. It's a close friend, a lover, a soulmate, a close family member. It's something that got you here. And I feel like it was meant to cause issues for you, but it doesn't look like it did. There could be something in particular that you may not have received, but actually that was like a blessing. So something could feel like a missed opportunity, but I don't think it was. I think what it was that you were manifesting came from a place of insecurity. And that's why you had, like, this new beginning is coming because of the end of some kind of soulmate cycle. So somebody had a soul connection with someone who I feel has some pretty deep aggressions or emotional resentment, and it was keeping you stuck in a negative space because you kept connecting with this person, or this person connects with you. Maybe you have to work with this person, cooperate with this person, or you just chose to. It could be someone that you work with. Actually, you could have done it on purpose. Skill development, I'm seeing, like something that you were actually working towards. You wanted to be good at it again. Maybe this is a friendship, or maybe it's a friendship that you feel is worth having, but the person themselves tends to not be in the best emotional energy, which makes them act awkwardly towards you. They could be jealous of you or envious of you, but you may understand why. So you try to like turn the other cheek, or you try to find a healthy way of dealing with it. It's like somebody that I feel like you really do like the best aspects of them, so you want to continue connecting with them, but it was going to take some work from you. For others of you, I feel like it's a family member, so it's not really someone that you want to completely dissolve your connections with. It could actually be somebody that you work with or live with, so that may not even be a possibility. Like, you would be seen as you may care a lot about how other people would feel. So for some of you, you grew out of that. This may be someone that you detached from, and that's why you're getting all of this like hatred or backlash. And for some, I feel like, oh, co-parenting could also be significant. So this is something that you're going to have to continue to work at if you want for this, like if you want this person to be a part of your child's life, or you want to be a part of your child's life, you have no choice but to improve. It feels like you've been strong-willed, determined. Somebody's very responsible here. I feel like the new beginning that you were asking for, you're going to get it with the Six of Wands. It means it's going to be successful, and it's likely because of all the work you put in. I'm feeling this tiring energy. So I feel like this situation has taken a lot out of you, but actually it could have taken out a lot of the things that you really needed to get rid of. Something about the situation or connection with this person, it triggers your insecurities. It makes you feel like you need to overthink yourself, like you need to be extra judgmental or critical of yourself. And I feel like it's because people were being extra critical and judgmental of you, and likely when they're doing that, it's because something is going good. And with the Six of Wands, it could be seen, so it's publicized. So yeah, people feel some type of way, especially if they're not in the same energy. So you may have lost out or missed out. Some of these connections are dissolved, or some of them have, like, they have a permanent new space where you're not really taking their shit anymore. You could care less. You're not going to let them project on you. You're not going to absorb their emotional issues. They're going to have to deal with it themselves. I'm hearing 3P. If it's too nasty, spit it back at me. Like, you don't give a fuck. You're going to throw whatever the hell the shade is that they're throwing at you, you're throwing it back in their face. So it feels like you may have missed out on certain connections and opportunities, but not really. I feel like they weren't good for you. They were bad investments. They triggered versions of you that you really don't need to tap into, like lower vibrational energy, which is not your truth. It's not your true nature. We also, did I say signs already? Because I have Leo. Oh, I did say Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, but heavy on the Aries and the Leo. heavy Taurus, heavy Virgo. So you have new connections coming in, or some of these connections could be renewing. Okay, reciprocal. Six of Pentacles. Giving and receiving. People who support you, and people who are stable. So likely stable in the same way that you are. Whether that's mentally, emotionally, physically, confidence-wise, okay, money-wise, material, whatever, time-wise, it's whatever it is that you're offering. I feel like you just went through a cycle which helped you to make some strong decisions. It doesn't feel like it was easy. It took growth, maturity, but it's well worth it. It's well worth it. You're going to like what comes next. It was worth it. Okay, let's see. Perfectionism. The werewolf. Ten of Cups potion. Boogeyman. You bring the beast out of somebody. You push somebody into beast mode. You push somebody into beast mode. Whoever reading this is. I feel like it's your effect on somebody else. It could be their effect on you. Maybe it's reciprocal. You push somebody into beast mode. Someone is heavily protected. You have a happy new beginning here that is protected. You were being protected during a time period where you were like in fallen angel energy. Excuse me. Sorry for the coughing and hacking. Literally, I've been ready to get back in front of the camera, but the freaking cold, it was just like, I couldn't, and I got impatient. So, I'm here. Really, shout out to my son, because if he wouldn't have been like, I want to go to my daddy's, then I probably wouldn't be in front of the camera. I was thinking about having a nice, cozy Sunday in bed. Okay, so let's see. Yeah, fallen angel. So I feel like you were, somebody was on the ground. Somebody was like, just not feeling it. Just not feeling it. And I don't know for what reason, but something that you wanted to see was not what you wanted to see. In fact, it could have been the total opposite. So you were like focused in that direction with the fallen angel energy. I feel like you were kind of sad, or maybe, yeah, I feel like you were sad. Something put you in a sad space, but you had protection while you were there. And you chose a different role. It's like you're putting somebody into beast mode because you didn't go into beast mode, but you could have. Maybe that's what you typically do. Fallen angel is like devil energy. It means that when you hit the ground, you might roar. You might let out a roar. It's like righteous indignation. You overcame something. It makes you want to stomp on the people that you feel put you in that space that you were in. But I felt like you dealt with it differently. This is a lot of humility. It's a lot of humility. And I feel like you were being protected from anything that would try to take advantage of that humility, or try to get a rise off of your humility, because you may have had people that were trying to humble you with perfectionism. I don't know what you do for work, but you have a lot of people who criticize you. And maybe it's not your job. Maybe it's something you do for fun, a hobby, something that you're seeing. You have a lot of eyes on you. You have a platform. You could be very active on your social media, or people in your community. There's a lot of eyes on you, and there are people who feel abandoned by you, or they feel like whatever it is that you carry some good ass energy. The fallen angel and the Ten of Cups, you carry some good ass energy typically. And when people are able to share in that with you, they feel good. When they don't, It feels as if you've abandoned them. They feel like the light is with you and they're locked out of it. They get upset and they feel as if you should not feel happy without them. You should not be content without them. And it feels as if they try to take that away from you. Or they feel abandoned by you. So they could be overly critical of you and how you've accomplished something. Maybe these are people that really invested in you. For some of you, if you have like a business and people really put a lot of money into your business or invested in your business, someone could feel like you've abandoned them, or like, you know, they really invested in something and they're not getting a return on their investment. So somebody could be unhappy about that. You could actually be feeling bad that you haven't been able to put out the results that somebody was looking for from you. And I feel as if it could be something that simple, but maybe the very person who was looking for you to recognize them is the person that was giving you the most backlash. They were giving you the most heat. So you actually were feeling bad about it, but they were adding to it, or they would have compounded it, which means that they never would have, you wouldn't have gotten back up. Somebody's business could have went under, or somebody could have been unable to get back to what it was that people were appreciating so much in the first place. It's like self-sabotaging. You have self-sabotaging connections around you. But I feel as if there's something here. There's some new energy. There's something new that you're doing, or there's something new that you've done. It caused a transformation here. I feel like you're able to do a lot more with a lot less. So maybe people aren't really having to invest. For some of you, this is a business. It's a business. And you're not allowing people to invest, or you're not selling shares or whatever in this company anymore. You're not like delegating as much. You're taking on more of the responsibility, or you're doing what you can within your own means. It says resourcefulness. So you're not looking for output from other people. You're not looking for other people to pour into whatever this is. And it makes it a lot easier, less burdensome. You can do it when you want to. But I feel like when you do it to the nines, and you push somebody into beast mode. Okay, so it could just be somebody who is very motivated by you, and it pushes them to move forward the same way as you. I just feel like this is someone who's watching you. I don't even know if this is somebody. I was going to say maybe you guys will work together, but I guess maybe that would be up to you or up to this person. But it just kind of looks like somebody who receives a lot of motivation for whatever it is that you accomplish or do. We have demon energy. So this person could mirror you. They could mirror you. For some of you, it's an imitator. For some of you, it's just someone who mirrors you. It may be the actual person that you don't want to connect with, that you actually inspire or motivate or add the most value to by what it is that you do. So that could be another reason that I feel like with Fallen Angel, it almost feels like you stayed there. Like this Ten of Cups energy is always yours, but it feels like you were hiding it from others and hiding it from yourself too. But again, like I said, you had protection, so maybe this is what you needed. This time period was needed. For some of you, you had to get over the fact that you could be adding value to people that you don't want to add value to, people who you feel don't add value to you, people who only focus in on your flaws. Okay. So yeah, you may have had people who were really liking to keep you in this fallen angel energy. But with the Ten of Cups, that's not your home. That's not your place. That's not where you belong. But it is where you can go if you want to hide away. Or if you want to like fly under the radar, so to speak. For some of you, this is a business. It's like you're doing it secretly. It made me think about this conversation I was having with a neighbor of mine. She does cheesecake jars. And I was telling her, like, I used to, and you can do it, you know, you can use DoorDash and it would like give her a bigger customer profile, but actually she's not looking for that. Like, she prefers to just stay in the building and deal with her regular customers, maybe because it's too much, or, you know, I mean, because her products are really good. Like, she's older, so, you know, it's like quality, the cake or pound cake, stuff like that. But she's not interested in like a big, you know, she has her business license, LLC, all of that, but she's not really looking to expand. So it's not that she couldn't, it's not that her work isn't at great quality. It just doesn't mean that much, or it's too much for her at this time. So I feel like it could be a situation that's something like that. Like, you kind of like being able to hide out. This is like someone who likes to find ease and comfort in their shadow. But I feel like you attract a lot of people who can see what you're hiding. So you could be not showing up as your fullest potential of self, but people can see it or sense it anyway. So you may get people who are attached to that or attracted to that, but they dominantly live in the space that you are visiting. So this is a space that you visit in order to have like a quiet place, a rest where people really don't know. You could be going through a rebirth, facing fears, things like that. You're actually doing the work. But people who typically live there in a lower vibrational energy, or they just don't kind of get to the place where they're feeling confident about themselves. Like I was talking about perfectionism. You could be surrounded by people who are discontent, unhappy, dominantly, but they can see that you're happy. So they are drawn to you, but more so they're trying to figure out why, what makes you different. And so that could end up being a lot of evil eye. And you may have not even known that, but you could attract a lot of evil eye. And on the other flip side of it, I feel like you actually do attract or motivate a lot of people who are just like you or similar to you. Okay, so I don't know. It's like kind of taking the good with the bad. Maybe there's a situation in your life currently where you weren't really able to see how something was beneficial to you. But I think it's just your perception, okay, and where you choose to focus. All right, what else? Three of Pentacles, Nine of Cups, Seven of Wands in reverse. Somebody's opening up to help. Somebody's receiving the assistance that they want. They could be following through on a plan. Aries energy, Leo energy, Scorpio, Taurus, Capricorn. Somebody's taking action on a plan. Someone could be going on a trip. Queen of Pentacles. This could be a business trip. Or somebody's going out of town for work. Or considering it. Someone could be considering relocating for work, for a job. Leo energy, strength, bravery, confidence, focus. Someone's very focused on the future, focused in the present moment, not focused on the past. Knight of Pentacles in reverse. I also feel as if this could have been a path that was laid out for you that you are no longer walking into, or somebody's not interested in that anymore. This could have to do with like somebody you were interested in. Sagittarius, it could be someone that you were actually thinking about making a life with or working with. I feel like this is a masculine that wanted to be in a connection or a relationship with you, or this could have been a mother that wanted to work with you. They could be abandoning that idea, or this is you abandoning that idea. It feels like somebody's separating, detaching, choosing to take on another route, one that they are open to. but hadn't taken action on yet. It says lack of self-confidence and motivation and feeling overwhelmed. Someone could be getting out of, somebody could have like an overbearing mother, or maybe you were like dating somebody who I feel like really wanted to put the noose around your neck. Like they wanted to keep you from being able to explore. Maybe it's just somebody who wanted like a monogamous connection with you. They didn't want you to be able to talk to other people. They only wanted you to be with them. This is not what you wanted to do. Or this person could have been open to being this for you, but this is something that you're walking away from. It could be that you just don't feel like you fit the role. This is not something you could commit to. It could be the person themselves. It also could be that this person, you may see this person as like materialistic, overly invested in material things. They don't really care about their inner being. They don't really care about their emotions. They don't really tend to their spirituality. It could be someone that you see as extremely materialistic. They also could be very like pushy or dominating. I feel like you've had an influence on this Queen of Pentacles. You've had an influence on this Queen of Pentacles. You may have actually given this person the confidence they need to move forward without you. It kind of feels as if you poured into this person even when you know they didn't want you to. You may have tried with this person when you could see that they were going in the opposite direction. And I feel as if you are too. It's like giving this person what they needed without fully investing in what they were asking you to do. And even in that, they could see you as egotistical or proud. They could see you as someone who doesn't need them. So this may be somebody who gets a lot of value from the appreciation that they receive. And mostly it has to do with how they show up physically, how they add to your life materially. Maybe this is someone who took care of you. That's what I was talking about, like a mother figure or something like that with the Three of Pentacles. It feels like somebody you could have lived with, someone who took care of you, someone who assists like with daily activities or something like that. Especially if you're this Capricorn or Sagittarius. You could have really relied on this person for a lot, like more than you really know. And your value to this person was mostly like how you showed up and the service that you provide. So I feel like this person added value to you even when they felt like that's not what you were doing. Like this could be, honestly, this feels like somebody's relationship where someone poured into the connection long after their partner gave them what it was that they were looking for. It's like they tamed their ego, they tamed their shadow. They likely would have liked to move on to someone who was going to fulfill their desires, who would show up in the role that they actually wanted them to. Like they may have made a commitment. You could have committed yourself to this person, but they never really showed up for you the way that you wanted them to. It could be someone who did pursue finances or they did pursue physical things. But it's like in a different way than you were looking for. So I don't know, but I feel like you grew. Somebody grew out of this situation, and I feel like you're now moving forward. It's almost like closing the door on a situation, but with a lot of ease and peace. Like you did everything that you could. You even did the things you didn't want to. Somebody has a lot of self-confidence from the way that they close out an issue. This could be a masculine to a feminine energy, somebody's relationship. This could be how someone is walking away from it. Feeling good about what they're going to be able to accomplish in the next life is kind of what it feels like. Nine of Cups feels as if it could be a Scorpio or a Cancer in this situation. They could be feeling pretty good about themselves currently. It says lots of self-confidence and motivation. That could have been what was lacking in this situation. So they could have been giving most of their confidence, most of their, This could have been someone that was pouring confidence. And if this is multiple situations, like someone could have had multiple feminine energies that they were pouring into at the same time, building up their confidence, building up their bravery, making them feel supported, motivating them to the point that they were depleting themselves. Okay, but they did accomplish it. Okay, so this actually could be going from someone who felt like they couldn't, like one woman could be more than enough, and now they may feel like they could handle more than one. I don't know where this is going. But it could also be someone who is just seeing like the total package of what they want and what they need. And I'm not condoning their behavior, because it kind of feels like this person, unless you guys were not in a committed relationship, is different. Okay, if you were in a committed relationship, I do feel like this person was kind of a player. They were kind of a player, but I feel like their new goal is actually to be of this kind of value. They want to be to one person, which they feel overly confident and capable of doing because they've already done it for more than one, if that makes sense. And for some, it was not someone who was like a player. This actually could have been your husband, and it could have been their mother. I'm just getting another feminine energy. If not a mother, maybe a sister or something like that. Like they really poured into them. They supported them. They were there for them. They did the things that they felt they couldn't do for themselves. They showed up for them. They were supportive. For some, this is a masculine who even took a role as like a homemaker or a homebody. And for me, I'm saying it like wow, but I guess it happens more often. But the way that I was raised, like my dad just would never. My dad would never. My dad is, I kind of take on his beliefs. I know how it sounds, but like a woman's place is in a home. I believe that. I believe that. Like that's my single error when I'm hitting the streets like crazy. I'm masculine and feminine because I have to be, you know. But I do feel like traditional. Somebody could be very traditional. Like, and I'm saying this masculine could be traditional too, where they would typically be the breadwinner. They would typically be the person that goes out and get it. They are the provider. But for somebody in this situation, it could have been a time period where what was needed was someone who could play the role of the feminine energy or be in the home. And this person chose to do that. I also feel that they chose to be the provider, and so they were taking on both roles, but it feels like they took on, it's like filling the gaps of what was needed when it was needed. And there could be also a situation with the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. This person may no longer be loyal to either one of these people. So this could be someone, I'm not going to say loyal, prioritizing. Let me look up the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. I don't think it's necessarily disloyalty so much as it is they may no longer need to prioritize these two people in their life, or these two people are no longer prioritizing them or not needing them as much. So they feel free to pursue, possibly this is like a dream. It could be a dream business that they're creating or building. It could be another connection, a new family. Like I said, someone feels fully capable of taking care of a woman, even though they may have never felt that way before. And for some of you, this is a masculine. It had nothing to do with a romantic counterpart. They were literally caring for their mother and their sister like family. Okay. I wanted to know the Knight of Pentacles. Hold on. It's new approaches. Okay, yeah, they're just taking a new approach. They're doing something differently than they did before. It also could be that what they needed, or what these individuals are able to offer, they're no longer offering it as much, or they don't need to offer as much to these people. But in some way, I feel like they are able to release themselves from certain obligations in order to push forward and put more into their own goals. I just want to get one card on the Three of Pentacles and the Nine of Cups. That coffee good. I got the sampler box from Walmart, and it's the Krispy Kreme. The regular Krispy Kreme is good. It's on sale for like 15 bucks. You get 24 pods. And they all different flavors, but you get, well, not all of them. You get like six different flavors. You get 4 of each, I think. Something like that. All right, Page of Cups in reverse. Oh. Somebody has big plans. This 3 of Pentacles and the 9 of Cups. This is a wish fulfillment, but this is like on a grander scale. This is on a big scale. And I feel as if whoever this person is, because the Page of Cups, this is giving that this person was a big fish in a small pond. So they could have made big moves. They could have like put all of their effort, all of their energy into pursuing maybe like a dream. Okay, not everybody can handle practical life and chase after their dream at the same time. But I feel as if this person has eased their mind. Like, this is almost like paying out your karmic debts, releasing yourself from strings in such a way that you really do feel free. You feel justified to go after what it is that you want for you. I feel like it's a masculine who is finally in a space where they can prioritize themselves. You could definitely be a female, but it feels like you were more so playing a masculine role if this was you. You could have been playing the masculine role for other people in your life, and this is like a time period where you are really ready to pour into yourself or go after the things that you have been planning. And I feel like you are going to accomplish it. The 9 of Cups is usually a card of your wishes being granted. You getting exactly what you need when you need it and being able to achieve the kind of success that you want to. Someone's already feeling successful and accomplished. But if they choose to take this action, I'm getting it will not take long before they meet with the person or the resources that they need in order to make this happen. They've been keeping themselves like small, but they don't have to. And it feels as if someone is now opening up to being able to pursue whatever they didn't pursue before. And it feels like for good reason. They were prioritizing other people in their life. It does feel like it's feminine energies that they were prioritizing, and also getting on top of a situation that could have felt like an obstacle, because it could have been someone that they really did not want to detach from. In fact, they could have worried how their detaching from this individual would affect them, whether or not it would affect them negatively, whether or not it would push them into some kind of negative energy. But I feel as if they are now seeing that this person is capable of the same kind of like self-discipline, confidence, overcoming obstacles, focus, okay, bravery, courage. Like, this person has grown. I feel like this is they taught this person. Maybe this is children. They had to get their children to a certain space where they felt comfortable being able to focus more on work or being out of the home, or disconnecting. Somebody really prioritized. I don't know who these people are in your life, but if this is you as a masculine, you really put forth the effort. And I feel both of them are standing. Queen of Pentacles in the upright, Strength in the upright. So if you were thinking they were going to fall, they're not going to fall far. Like, pretty much wherever they are currently, whatever they're doing currently, if that's enough, if that looks good to you, if that is satisfying, then that's the worst that it's going to get. So they can only get better from this. Whatever your investments were, you laid a really solid foundation. Feels like you gave your all. So now you're giving it to you, and it looks like the universe is going to, the universe is going to pay you what you do. 7 of Pentacles. This is harvest. You're going to reap reward for your efforts. All right, let's do another one. Let's get another deck. Before the cards get all mixed up, hold on, y'all. How long? 39? Yeah, I'll do a couple more. My halo light broke. I have more fun when I have my halo light. We'll get into some longer readings. when I have my halo light, or I just got a lot to say, but I probably won't be in front of the camera until I get my halo light for those long readings. I should go get my nails done. It's not that cold outside, but I would have to clear the car off. Nothing to make you think about a man. This is so probably sexist, but it's nothing like the fucking winter to make you really miss having a man. It's the little things, like having to clean off your car. You can't just get in it and go. Okay, Professor Plum. The Ace of Swords. Oh, this is truth. Or you're getting clarity about somebody here. Somebody could be finding out something about someone that they were looking up to. This could have been someone that was giving you a lot of information. It may have been a reader or something like that. Someone could be investigating or looking at this person. There's some kind of truth that's coming out and it's causing a conflict. It's causing a conflict. Maybe someone was conflicted about how they felt about this person or about the information that they were receiving from this person. You could be, if this is the reader, they could be a Virgo. The reader could be a Virgo. The person questioning you could be a Capricorn, Taurus, or another Virgo. Wow, that's crazy. This is a twin flame union, and one of the flame, well, it doesn't have to be twin flame, but it says divine counterpart, and it says divine counterpart. Okay, it doesn't have to be a twin flame. Why did I feel twin flame? Because I saw 1111. It's a soul union. Okay, it doesn't have to be a twin flame, but it could be. But I feel like somebody's twin flame or someone's divine counterpart. It's a divine masculine, divine feminine. This person is in high priestess energy, but your person is a high priest. High priestess, high priest, whichever is masculine, whichever is feminine, is pretty much the same thing. But it's like the high priest is possibly in the Hierophant. Okay, so the feminine energy could be the reader. And this masculine may be like the Hierophant energy. They could be actually a Freemason. So they have awareness or they have access to occult knowledge, esoteric knowledge, hidden truths, things like that. They may even have more awareness of it than you, which is why something that you were able to accomplish or do, this person questioned you. At first I felt like it was somebody that was like listening to a reader, and I thought this was going to be one of those readings where, you know, they're like, someone really doesn't like what you do or they don't like what you said, and so they're mad at you. But this is more so, this person just kind of, it's like a debate. This person wanted to debate, maybe to see how much you believed in what you were saying, or how much you believed in what it is that you're capable of doing, how much you walk it like you talk it, something like that. Because this person is accomplished too. They're accomplished in a different way. Here, this could be someone who is like, I said Freemason, but like literally like a carpenter, a builder. They create with their hands. They build. It's the colonel, I can never say this word, colonel. That's the emperor. That's an emperor. So they build, they create through the work of their own hands, okay? The high priest, that's the Hierophant energy. Discipline, consistency. They show up, they work hard, diligently. It's like things are created through sweat, blood, and tears, okay? They put the work in. Grounded energy. The high priestess energy is more of tapping into knowledge and maybe manifesting or creating things from more of a place of ease, like the empress energy, where you are attracting. You're creative, you're creating, you're attracting the things that you are creating mentally, you are attracting them into your life physically. So I feel as if this person was attracted to you because it's kind of like, I like them because they cut like I'm cut too. So their ego likes your ego. I feel that they were drawn to you because of that. They wanted to see, like, could you put your money where your mouth is? Is this really what you believe? Are you really able to accomplish this? It's someone who was listening to you and maybe even feeling as if a lot of what you were saying is true. This may have not been your person. Some of you, this could be a reader that's attracting your twin flame because of what you do. You're being seen and recognized. And if it's not a twin flame, then you are attracting divine counterparts who are like operating or vibrating in the same energy as you. So they have their eyes on you because they're attracted to how you do the same thing that they do, but you may do it differently. This person could want to exchange information with you, or they gain a lot of information from you. They could be someone who is learning from you, actually. But what I was going to say is this person, self-confident, reliant, self-fulfilled. It says they're all that in a bag of chips. So whoever this person is, they're pretty accomplished too. I feel like you're more elusive. The high priestess usually is. So they may not really know what you've accomplished or what you've really been able to create, but they are interested. It could also be because they are like applying some of the things that they have learned from you. And even though it has caused some kind of conflict, what's the Ace of Swords? It caused some kind of conflict here. For them, it could be like a conflict or a test of them. Oh. No, they like you. They're attracted to you. The conflict is whether or not they really, okay, so this person is, they're weary of their attraction to you. They feel like their attraction to you could make them susceptible to your influence. So they don't know if they really, you're the opposite of them. You do things differently than them, and this may not be, this is definitely someone who is rooted, grounded in their particular truths, like tried and true. What they do is how they have always done it, and it always works. With you, you make them or you push them to want to come out of their comfort zone to try something differently. This person could be enticed or like attracted to you because of your differences. It's like you're the whole other side. That's why I said twin flame energy, and it still could be. But it's like you're the total opposite of them. You're the other side that they want to explore. It's like whoever this person is, though, I feel that they have roots in something similar. Okay, someone could have like a grandmother, grandfather who possibly was a tarot reader or went more into the occult knowledge than they have, but they do have like enough awareness of it to be interested in it and not afraid of it. But I do feel like they're afraid of their attraction to you because they feel like it clouds their judgment. So they're not really sure if what they're seeing with you or what is happening with you. You could be a tarot reader that is really on point. You could say a lot of things that this person who would be somebody who's very grounded, realistic, they lead off of logic, not emotion, not even really intuition, even though they trust their gut, so that's kind of intuition. But they may not see it that way. So they just question a lot of the things that that they agree with you, because they're wondering, is it just because they're like, this person wonders if you're like high priestess energy, like if you're a magician, if you're charming them, or maybe they're afraid of spell work. Because it's like something that they feel from you, it comes off as like truth, ultimate truth. Like there's no refuting it, there's no disputing it, or whatever it is that is being said is literally what they're seeing, what they're living. But they could be questioning you as the person because of the fact that they're attracted to you. Maybe they need to move around and check with other readers. That's crazy. Hold on. King of Wands. Zaddy. Oh, they see you as, you have a very strong or pronounced masculine energy. It's very tempting to this masculine. You get in their head. You get in their head with good words. They feel like you are elusive. They may even see you as mystic, mysterious, or daydreamy, but also very passionate and very bold. You could be a Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, or a Virgo. And if you're a Virgo, you might be a cusp, like is it Leo, Virgo cusp? You could be on the cusp. But they also feel like you are very strategic with your words, and your words hit home to this masculine as a truth. They see you as someone who's very passionate and emotionally invested in what it is that you do and what it is that you say. This is they're going to pursue you. They're going to pursue you. I don't know if they just want to get closer to you, if they just want to, like, this person has a lot of questions, maybe a lot of questions, maybe a lot of doubts or something like that. So I feel like they want to ask you questions. They could just be trying to cure their curiosity. Okay, this could be someone who watches you, or someone who is contacting you, or is somebody you're already dating. Maybe you didn't tell them that you were a reader, or you didn't tell them what you do, but this person sees you. They're watching you. And their attraction or their desire for you is growing. In fact, they almost feel attached, because, like I said, this person feels like you get into their head, but they feel like it's because they're already in yours. They feel in sync and in tune with you. You definitely do have a soul connection. If it's not twin flame, I swear it probably is. But if it's not, you really have, it doesn't even matter. They're a divine counterpart. They could definitely be yours. And I feel like they kind of want to be, or at least they intend to be. It says this person, chaser with intensity. So if this person does reach out to you, or if you connect with this person, or in your next conversation, you could notice the intensity rising with this person. Yep, they're going to give you evidence, or you're going to receive clarity. You're going to be able to see the change or the difference in this person. I feel like this is someone that's been watching you and kind of just taking like mental notes or pictures, capturing certain moments or certain things here that resonate as truth and clarity with them. They're like testing you, putting your skills to the test. Biblical. I'm sorry, y'all. The only way I can understand divine counterparts and twin flame unions is biblical. But this high priestess, you could give a lot of your, you give credit to source, you give credit to spirit, you give credit to your ancestors, you give credit to God. This person, I don't know a lot about Freemasonry, but I know that they are like men who operate and move in the image of the God that a lot of people serve. But these people tend to be served as gods because they move just like God would move in physical reality. And that, you know, Freemasons are everywhere, but the White House, okay, the media, Hollywood, you know, so they are worshipped, revered, set above the rest of the population of the world. They rule massive amounts of people. They're at the top. They're like, they sit in the the round tables that nobody is invited to. They're the ones that are in those rooms that govern these mass religions, these organizations, these political organizations, things like that. So it's like a devil who knows of their roots. They know that they are God's son. They know why they're here. And so you are coming across, if you're the feminine, you come across like the Jesus experience. You claim to be the same, but the way that you move, what you do is not the same as them. So they question you. It's like the devil is God's son, but the devil knows why he's here. He was like, yeah, okay, God, you do it your way, but I want to do it my own. So God was like, okay, get out of my house, go down to earth and do it yourself with the humans. So when Jesus comes down, he says he's God's son too. Now, they're in physical bodies, so it's not like a spiritual recognition, because they're literally doing what their father did in heaven is what they're doing on the ground. Jesus, on the other hand, was doing what the father did not do. Okay, the Jesus is more of the feminine energy. This is more of the masculine energy. So I feel like this person like put you to the test. They're testing you. They test you. It could also be someone who wants to break your resolve. If you say you believe in a God, they want to see like, okay, well, let's see about that God. Like, yeah, because I'm telling you, worshipful master, they're used to being worshipped. They want to see, will you worship them? Will you bow down and do an act of worship to them? Do you see them as a God too? Because that would make them question you. It makes them question you. It puts you on a lower level. It puts you with everybody else. But what they are seeing in you currently makes them feel like you guys are equals. So I feel like this person puts you to the test often, or they will. That's like part of how they're dating you, or how they intend to. I don't know, it could be a healthy debate, like, you know, what is God to you? What does God mean to you? But I feel like whoever this person is, I'm not getting like they're insecure. I'm not even getting like they're trying to tear you down. I'm just getting like this is somebody who may question you, question what you do, question how you do it. They may want to add as much value to your thought patterns as you add to theirs. Okay, like I said, it's somebody who you get in their head. This person wants to get in yours. Okay, let's see. What else? Heavy Taurus and Capricorn. Nine of Swords. Okay. There is something they're afraid of. This person may have more of a physical presence, or they dominate things more on a physical level, but you may have a powerful hold over energy, or you are able to affect them pretty heavily. Like, you have a powerful influence emotionally, energetically. It's just very different from them. I feel like for some of you, this is going to be your next date. You have the dining room. It's going to be your next date. Or this person could they like your energy. They like your energy. Your energy could add to this person's confidence, or their ability to get out of fear, victim mode. So there could be something that's going on in their life that may be similar to you. Yeah, this is the same card coming out for you. There is something that this person resonates with you on a soul level. There's something that you've been through that this person goes through also, and you add value. You add value. So their main motive outside of testing you, maybe they've already tested you. Their main motive could be to add value to you the way you add value to them. Okay, so this is definitely an Emperor energy. They move transactionally. Yeah, I feel like this may be even someone who, even if they're attracted to you, okay, it does say they could make an offer, a love offer. But it may be temporary or flighty. If you made a love offer to this person, I'm getting they will reject you. They may not even accept or acknowledge the fact that they have an attraction to you. But this is somebody who could make a love offer to you, even if it was temporary or flighty. I don't know what this is about. Maybe that's where their fear is. They could have fear of vulnerability. Being open or susceptible, that could be actually what they feel they see in you. That you are susceptible to like emotional manipulation, or you are heavily ruled by your emotions is what I was saying. So if that's what they're seeing, then they may see that in themselves as well, but that's why they kind of guard against connections like that. You, on the other hand, may be different. So I don't know. I don't really know. I was going to say that I think this person is more so coming towards you because they may like want to work with you. They may like what you do. They like how you're cut. They like how you move. They want to exchange information. But then it says offer, love offer. Oh, they like to play games. Ooh, this ego is massive on this person. Good person, but I don't like, I mean, I'm getting good energy off of them. It feels like they're stable. Probably on paper, they would be somebody who's really good for you, and you also may have a soul tie or soul connection. But I would just watch it. Just pay attention to what you're getting with them. Pay attention to the evidence. And the reason I say that is because this is someone who could give love to you. But again, for them, love creates a weakness. Love creates a weakness, and it could be your desire for love or how emotional you are or how much you respond that makes them feel like they have the upper hand with you. And I'm not saying they would abuse that. Let me see. Oh, shoot. Okay, that would give you the clue, whether or not they abuse this. I do feel as if this is somebody who knows the value that they add to you, and it's whether or not they would choose to abuse it. So if this person is someone who's prone to love bombing you or getting you to do what they want you to do, but then the evidence does not show, like they don't show up. If you try to interact with this person on an emotional level, they act like they don't know what you're talking about. Then I would say that this is not healthy. This may be a masculine who is so heavily in their ego, they're like kind of a little toxic. So they may like you, they may like what you do, they may benefit, but more so they see you as like a shiny new toy or something to play with. I also feel as if they like for you to convince them. Okay, they like you to convince them of your truth. That's wild. But mirror reflections, y'all probably twin flames, and it's got to be this is like your karmic cycle. Okay, it's like looking at this person in the mirror. And I feel as if, I don't know, because they're not insecure, but they definitely want to battle whatever it is that you feel so confident about. Okay? All right, y'all. I think I'm going to leave it here. That's my time. In case I didn't see you in this live, this is me and mine blowing you kisses, waving, and saying good afternoon, good evening, and good night.